class. This is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're going to be helping. Is it Ali? Ali?
Yes, my name is Ali.
We're gonna help Ali find his personality type. Ali, standard procedure here. You don't have to go into any trauma, anything like that. We will like use what you say to triangulate down on your best fit type. And can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Ali. I'm Lebanese, Arabian. Sorry if my English is not so good or something, but I'll try my best. So back in 2019, there is a guy who said for me that I may be an ENTP.
Okay.
And yes, so I started reading about MBTI, psionics, anagrams, and the tree type or tri-type, which is linked to anagrams,
Mm-hmm.
uh, since 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can say I know a lot about the stack functions and how they work and the anagrams and all of this stuff. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, or not the problem, or first I was typed as an ENTP. And then I realized that I am in the ESFJ one and not the ENTP, because ESFJ and the ENTP have the same stack functions.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look to people who are ESFJ, actually, I don't look similar to them, like in a lot of ways. Like I always seek for knowledge, and uh, and not the same style, like what the ESFJ do in life and what he, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, man. That's a lot to unpack there. So there's a big significant difference between an ESFJ and an ENTP.
Yes.
The biggest thing is one is an FE hero, so it's a lot stronger, and one's an FE child. The other one is NE child, and the other one is NE hero. So they're both like optimistic and like their optimistic functions are in the same place, and their pessimistic functions are in the same place. But it's a noticeable difference between the ESFJ and the ENTP, I would say. One, because ENTPs are pragmatic. They're also abstract. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a big difference there. One being pragmatic and abstract, and the other one being concrete and affiliative. If you know the difference between affiliative and pragmatic, affiliative is all about doing the right thing. As in pragmatic people, they tend to have a rebellious nature to them. They don't like being told what to do. They don't like roles being assigned to them. They like the ability to choose their like the position they're gonna take. So they're big on freedom. But let's get into your typing, man. So what do you want to be remembered for?
What I want to be remembered for, actually, if you ask me this question, like back 10 years ago or 5 years ago, I will answer a different question. Like everyone have a priorities, and my first priority was actually to help people, to make people satisfied and happy. I was in an ideological form that's different from now. Like it's something regarding religion or spirituality, and a lot of this ideology. But now it's like when I know some of the truth, and of course we cannot know the truth of everything. All the goals are not similar from the past one. You know what I mean? Like simply, I don't want to be remembered anymore.
You don't want to be remembered.
I don't think that being remembered is something that gonna give you any positive or negative points, because we don't know what's their afterlife, and we are searching what will be afterlife. And yes, what's the purpose of being remembered? That's the question.
Well, to me, being remembered just shows that you actually existed, that you actually made a difference in the world. To me, that's what being remembered says. Like, it's kind of a validation that you actually existed in this world. If not, everybody dies. Majority of people don't make an impact. But if you're able to make an impact, then that means you actually did exist. To me,
Oh, I get you. I get
because everyone has to go to the grave. So
you.
if we all got to go to the grave, then how do you validate that you actually existed? Because there's going to be more and more humans born every day. All such things. So, if not, what did you spend your time here doing? Nothing.
Yes, I get you. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. What do you? Well, we just asked you that. What is something you're working on currently?
Currently, I'm studying digital marketing. Uh, I used to work as a waiter, a
Mm-hmm.
bartender and waiter. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, uh, I always like everything comes to my mind. I search on it. I start seeking for knowledge, and I want to know everything in the universe, like how things works, and what's the real and the true history of the humanity and every culture. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm yes. So actually, I know my strength. Like I'm good in marketing. I'm good in sales.
Mm-hmm.
In business. Yes. And I am planning like to be financially independent in the future.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody should like focus on, I think. Yes, because of the system, of the economical system and the political system we are living in. Like
Mm-hmm.
like go and catch or take your fish. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
just like a forest, and the
Mm-hmm.
first one arrive will take everything. You know.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is something that's wrong with humanity?
What do you mean?
What do you think is something that's wrong with humanity?
Oh, that's a big question. Uh, there's a lot of things that's wrong in this humanity, which is it's like um, I said that the political system and the economical system and the third because I'm living in the third world country, which is Lebanon. We have an economical crisis and inflation like 3,500%. You know, on inflation, and if you look to the communism and what Karl Marx said and Lenin and all of those, actually, communism cannot be like applied because it will kill the motivation between people. And every because of psychonics, we noticed that everybody have different abilities and different things. Like I cannot take, for example, 10 kilogram of rice every week or 2 weeks, and you take the same. No, because you
Mm-hmm.
have a different abilities, and we cannot judge like the lion who cannot swim and the fish which is cannot walk on the land. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's so let's answer directly the question. There's problems in the economical system, political system, and in science itself, because it's not showing somehow the everything. Like some of them are like hidden, and some of them are like you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, what is a skill that you would like the next generation to know?
What's the thing I want the next generation to know?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Uh, Next generation, like I want them to know like what happened in our generation, like what we were being in, like all the history, the true history, the history of the humanity, and what really happened, and a lot, and get aside from the conspiracies, and uh, and just to go like in the jobs and futuristic one, like technology and all of those jobs, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
it is the future. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we asked you what you want to be remembered for. Okay. Let's say hypothetically you had kids. What would you want them to be remembered for?
Uh, if what I want my kids to be remembered for,
Mm-hmm.
or remember me for, you mean? Yeah.
No, what do you want them to
Uh,
be remembered for?
uh, uh, Actually, I want to make them know what's really how to set up goals in life
Mm-hmm.
and what they should, yeah, like they should be aside from all the ideological misconcepts and know the real everything that what's happening in the real life, uh, and be like I don't want, I don't care if they remember me actually. You know, like I just I want to give them a happy life, a good life, and a good community, society to live in, not in a third world country because I am suffering. And if you live in my situation, you're gonna suffer and you're gonna look forward to go outside or travel abroad to the country which is better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We can if you want to say that I watch a video for you with I think the Iranian guy or a Persian guy, uh you know, the INTJ one, and you said for him like you should find out a solution for
Mm-hmm.
to make to transform
Mm-hmm.
the troubles
Mm-hmm.
to a solutions, and you
Mm-hmm.
build your best. But believe me, in this system everything, every single thing is corrupted. The politicians, we are divided into like 12 sects, and every
Mm-hmm.
religious sect have a sect inside it. And
Mm-hmm.
we have, yes, so yes, there's a lot of problems actually what I'm setting here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the problem's gonna be there regardless, man. So you just, to me personally, you gotta stay positive because it's so easy to become negative, you know. And pray. I mean, just keep looking, man. If you want to leave or get out of there, just keep looking. Um, Especially like you guys are smart and educate, like smart people. You know, there's always gonna be an opportunity for smart people, man. I think personally. It might
Yeah.
be, you know, it might be solution B, C, Z. It might be, you know, you might be going through a lot of them, but it's out there. And, you know, it's out there somewhere. It's out there. Um, but yeah. Shelly,
Do,
you got anything you want to ask him?
yeah. Do you enjoy a routine?
Actually, uh, I enjoy, if I enjoy, it depends to which routine, like, well, like every day's routine. Uh, Actually, my goals in life is to get knowledge in everything and to be financially independent. Whenever I like achieve those goals, I will not care like if it is in a routine or I'm living a life with development or doing development because uh I just wanted to achieve my goals, and I don't care if I'm living in a routine or not. But I have goals like in development, personal development, and I need to develop in the future and now. Yes, I hope I answered the question.
Yes, you did. What does your typical weekend look like?
Typical weekend. Actually, in weekend, I visit a friend, uh, or people like I know like in previous years, school in the school, or people. Yes, I enjoy being with them, actually, and I like to live life like which is peaceful. Nobody seek for like if you're gonna imagine like seeking money and going to career or job and all of this, it's like a competition. I look toward like it's a competition. It's not it's unfair, you know what I mean? Like if we sit all around like in peace and everyone gets what he need and it's all the world with love and peaceful, it will be better, you know.
What are three things that people would say about you? Or three words?
3 words people what say. Actually, people say I have a high emotional quotient. I know what to take from everybody. using communication, of course. When I need thing, I know how to get it. And once a friend said for me, for example, that I forget actually, but like I'm a good person. Like I help. I am helpful. I help everybody. That's whether I know or I don't know. Like, you know.
Okay. What makes you trust other people?
What makes me trust other people? First, if he ever lied, like if he ever said something that, like I can read people, you know, like I can read people before I trust them. And if he ever lied on me or said something, and I get to trust him again, I'll be like uh, lying to myself. You know, it cannot work with me. Like, you know, I can read him, I can know how he is, and I can put the people who I can trust in a group, and people who I cannot trust in a group, but I'm always like contacting them and communicating them. But what I actually found, actually in this world, there's no real love, and there's no real friendship, like a friendship which lasts a lot of years. And because the human creatures are built on, let's say, on I don't know the word actually, but it's like giving and taking. You know what I mean? Like, yes, everything. Like I think that's what Nietzsche, the philosopher Nietzsche, said. Yes.
Um. Hmm. So what did you learn about Enneagram? Like what?
Anagram. Actually,
Like it?
I know. Yes, sorry. I know more about MBTI than anagrams. But anagrams, I know we have from one till nine.
Mhm.
And the MBTI function, we have the introversion and extroversion in each function. We have stack functions.
Mhm.
As an ENTP, there's an ETI, FESI, and all of this. Yes. But regarding anagrams, like I don't know so much. Like every number in the anagram, what is there, and only the titles or some of the topics.
Mhm. 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 Yeah. Man.
Have you ever had any issues with authority, or what do you think
Uh,
about authority?
about what?
Authority?
Uh, sorry. Okay, can you actually ask the question different way?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was saying, have you ever had any problems with authority, or like what is your view on authority?
Hmm. Sorry, but just give me. I'm not so good. Like I get you. Uh, I have problems with the authority. You mean like? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. It depends on your question. If you're saying that it's local or it's in whole the world. Like if somebody, you mean if somebody wants to lead me or being a follower and a leader in this situation? Actually, I see myself like a leader, but a good leader. I can be a follower, but the person who I'm satisfied with being behind him. You know what I mean? Like, uh, yes.
Awesome.
So if the person who's in control doesn't know what they're doing, would you follow them still, or
You mean like a person who's not who does not know who is where he's going or what he's doing? I follow him or not?
yeah, if they're above you?
Logically, uh, it depends on the situation. Like, if it's something important in life and it's an important decision, like a job or or career or a major in the university. No, I won't follow him because of my feelings. Actually, maybe 10 years ago I could, because but now maybe because also of the MBTI, I've viewed my strength and my weakness, so I can control everything maybe, and know where to go and with whom to go, and to follow him. If something that's not important, like going to a shop or getting outside, it's okay. Go whatever you want. But it's important decision in life, of course, because I have the TE function, which is in psychionics. I think it's the eighth function, which is so far. So I need to, like, as an ESFJ, I need to sit with myself and think more than once to take decision, which is an important decision.
If you ever went to jail, what would it be for? Hypothetical.
If I want to get you, because of showing the universe and all the world, like the truth about the governments, the political system and the economical system, and everything, like in the conspiracy box, like showing the truth maybe, and those people may put me in jail because I'm saying the truth of this. But personally, if I am going to jail, I can control, like I can control myself in a fight with somebody. I can, like, manage everything on my being sensitive, like I'm sure I won't go to jail because of a fight or something like that.
What's something that's fun for you?
Something fun for me,
Mm-hmm.
like what I enjoy my time doing something fun. Oh yeah. How I can answer this question. Something fun is talking to people who are knowledgeable and taking information from them. I don't uh, actually I don't like to read books, like I don't want the information from the books. Maybe a video on YouTube, maybe with people communicating. I like to communicate, and I enjoy hanging out with friends, with people, relatives, like this.
Yeah. Shelly, you got anything?
Yeah. How comfortable are you in social situations with people you don't know?
It's an important question. With the people I don't know, I get to know them quickly and fast by several methods. Like, I know how to get everything from him, actually. Uh, and I put people, like I said before, in different sects. Like, if I, for example, if I call somebody whose name X, I know what's his strength, what's his weakness, how I can, for example, benefit from him, and what he's good at. Maybe because of the of a high EQ, I don't know. It's not IQ, EQ.
All right, Shelly, you done here?
Yeah.
All right, man. So what we notice is that you're very informative. Okay. You give a lot of extra information, a ton of it, and you go off on tangents, like all the time. Your communication is not direct, specific, and concise like mine is. So that eliminates 8 types because you're informative. Okay. Your progression or movement or process focus. You're about the journey of life. Okay. So that eliminates more types there. That means you're a starter type. Okay. You're obviously a TI user. You use a lot of if this and that statements or syllogisms.
That's true.
So you use that a lot. So you're referencing a logical framework when you talk. So that's going to be TIFE. So that eliminates you down to 2 types, ESFJ or ENTP. And unfortunately, man, you're abstract and future focused. So that would make you an ENTP. I don't know why. I mean, I was listening for ESFJ But again, you're like most likely Enneagram 5 as well. ENTP Enneagram 5. I don't really see that with an ESFJ. That'd be very interesting to see an ESFJ Enneagram 5. You're curious for knowledge and just understanding. So yeah, man, got you as the ENTP.
But actually, Mercer, like me, like 10 years ago and 7 years ago, I wasn't like the same mindset I am now. Maybe because of Corona and sitting at home and focusing and knowing everything, what's happening all around. Maybe I changed my goals. Even I was like a pre-Muslim, you know what I mean? A pre-Muslim. And I have a high spiritual energy, praying for God and setting my life goals. Like I need this God to take me to the paradise. You know what I mean? Like actually I read everything about religion. Like I didn't like take decision like it's not true system before I get to know everything. And I compared the history of this culture and the history of the another religion and all of this, and I compared like if it's logically happened here and why it didn't happen here. Like there's a lot of mistakes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's some Enneagram 5 shit there. Just being like naturally curious and going through all that work there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, man, got you as an ENTP. I'm not seeing ESFJ. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just interviewed somebody that was ENFJ, and like, yeah, I mean, you can hear FE coming out.
You're not. It's
stronger.
more, if you would think about it. Okay, so the hero function will be more pronounced, so it'll be more out there. And I'm not picking up FE hero from you.
So. FE hero is not, yes.
Yeah, FE hero.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I should read a lot about psionics and all of this. Maybe, and I'm searching for a lot of personality tests actually to know my real personality. But the human creatures are so complex. Our brain are complex. We cannot say that it's your type and that's your life and go find your things. We need to search more. And I found actually, Mercer, that there is a relation between the voltology, you know, the voltology, and the MBTI and psionics. I can touch it and see it in every day in every person I meet. Yeah, for example, but I think like the ENTPs also have several types. Like you can say that all the types have different types in the form of shape, face, impressions. Actually, there is a pseudoscience called physiognomy. And physiognomy and voltology, it's a Greek science, which is voltology. You can know from the impressions, from the face. For example, I don't have like an X shape of the eyebrows like you have. I think you're as a TE user. I don't have like an open circle rounded eyes, which is for the extroverted sensing. I have an introverted sensing. And there's a lot of things actually. I've seen it in the YouTube channel called I don't know if I can say this in your channel. Cognitive typology. It's cognitive typology for a guy who's I think he's an INTJ. Just type cognitive typology and it will yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out, man. But like I said, I do believe socionics is different than this. But I believe the best typing method is the method that we follow from Linda Barrens. I think by far it's the best. It's the most consistent. And every time I think maybe something's wrong, it's always right. Like I've tried everything to see, hey man, but it is by far the best method for typing.
Yes, it's somehow accurate than other personality tests. Yes, like it's an 80%, 90%. But thank you so much, Mercer and Shelley, for your time.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask anything else or something?
No. I mean that's pretty cool, man. I'll check out that cognitive
typology channel. Actually, it was a site. If you go to the site cognitivetypology.com, it will lead you to the channel itself, and it's a site which is huge. Like every single press on the links will take you to another one. And I
Mhm.
have seen actually also the Joycey Ming, I think
Mhm.
her name is. She have the certificate she's taken from the MBTI, also from the MBTI school,
Mhm.
and I'm looking forward in the future actually to take this certificate if of course
Mhm.
if I
Mhm.
can afford the price of it. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Well, let us know, man. It was a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Thank
And
you so
I'm
much.
definitely gonna look into it. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Let me know if you need anything.
Of course.
Kelly, you got anything you want to say?
No, I'm just a big fan of your channel, and I just want to add one note, please. Sort of think
Yeah,
your
yeah.
time.
Go.
You have a short video for Cristiano Ronaldo saying he's an INFJ. If you
Yes.
can compare people who I know as an INFJ, it's completely different from Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. But
No,
like you should add the voltology on your channel. You should add like the face shape, everything, like the system of Cristiano Ronaldo, how he talks and how he reacts, may be same as an INFJ, but the
Mhm.
order of the stack functions play a big role. Like this is the problem I think in the MBTI, like how we can order them, you know.
Mhm.
So that's how I found involtology.
Mhm.
And this guy helped me actually, because when you see a judgmental person, you will see him like have a big jaw or laughing or something, like he's preparing to give a judgment, you know.
Mhm.
Um, while the EP types and the IP types, if you see their picture, they won't do reactions, not because of the FE or FI, it's because that's how I think they are, like they will be like that only, you know, like not showing. I don't know how you know, if it's correct or not, but I see it every day in people, and I can like compare it between two person. And yes.
So the thing with that is I'd have to see it work several times. Um, like like the same typing that I do for celebrities is the same typing that I do here,
Mm,
and you can watch the videos that we do here, and we get the same typing. We get people's type pretty much every time. So the same methods, I'm still applying it to the typings of the celebrities, so it's like the same thing. But the
mm,
visual thing, I think it works, but it doesn't work at all the time because you can have somebody who's identical twins and they don't have the same personality type.
mm. I get
You
you.
think about
Yes,
that?
exactly. Yes.
So a lot of times, you can use visual typing, but you can't just necessarily use that. Like it helps. It can help you arrive to someone's type quicker, but I don't think it's gonna always work for you. I would think
Mm,
with visual typing, you're probably shooting in the dark, maybe even at your best day, 40% of the time.
I get
40% of the time. But if I'm able to listen to somebody, I'm able to say, oh, okay, this person's saying TI statements. TI, he's saying if this then that statements. He's talking about empathy. He's talking about helping people. He's a TI FE user. Then I go from there. Okay, is this person abstract? Is he saying abstract things, or is he saying things that
you.
stay in the concrete reality? Then I move from there. Process of elimination, I can find his type. But if I like look at people's features and shit, then I'm like fucking guessing. And I could be
I get
anywhere, like that's identical twins. My friend I've had him on the channel. He's a plastic surgeon. He has an identical twin brother. He's an INTJ. I don't think his brother's an INTJ. I
you.
think his brother's an ISTJ, but they're identical twins. So then you run into that problem.
Oh, I get you. I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I think by far is the best method, is what we use. But I think like, I'll check out that stuff, but then I run into problems that I feel as though maybe they might be saying something about these eyelids and whatever, and then the fucking person's not even an INTJ or INFP. They may have a type wrong, and then it's whoosh, you're going down a whole rabbit hole. Like I like to stay correct and then move on. Like let's say, maybe a year from now, we have a compilation of like 500 people that we've typed. Okay, what do the INTJs look like? Like they're from the channel or whatever.
Oh,
What do the INF? Because that's going to be more likely to be correct. Like a lot of these people, they make videos and then they have the cognitive functions even wrong. It's like, how can I go off? What are you saying? You got the cognitive functions wrong. It's like I got to follow my line of reasoning. I just can't jump around because I might
I
have,
get you.
yeah.
But Marshall, there's no chance to be like I'm an unhealthy ESFJ. is there something called really unhealthy ESFJ or unhealthy ENTP, and
Mhm.
how you can find if this person is like, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, has your thought process always been the way it is, where you're, I don't know, you speculate and wonder about the world, I guess, because you abstract an awful lot for even consideration of any of the sensing types.
Oh,
I mean, do you think your communication has changed and the way you think?
changed, or I said like several years ago, it's different from now, and I've viewed a lot of things, and I'm trying to fix myself, my decisions, my everything that was wrong, and in my ideology, yes. But change the way I communicate, yes, I do it. Like if I open a voice note with a friend, like I want to see you right now, and all of this, and I can change everything, like when I talking seriously with somebody, like I change with people, the way I talk, yes.
Mhm.
But I've met, I know an ENTP actually, but I typed him as an ENTP. He's my friend. When he talks, every single word I say to him, he start analyzing. Yeah, we were talking about cultures and the Arabic culture and
Mhm.
what was happening and all of this stuff, and also the pyramids, the Giza pyramids, and how pyramids are linked to Nikola Tesla.
Dude, that's all abstract, man. That's all abstract.
Yes. He's more like, he used the TI, like his TI is more clearly than me. Like I have an aside weak TI who needs somebody to move, you know what I mean? So that's why I think, I don't know if I'm ESFJ or INTP actually.
Till you're ENTP, man.
There's no
ENTP.
way you're.
Yeah,
Yes,
no way.
yeah,
Sorry, man. Yeah. But it was a pleasure to talk to you, man. You
Thank you so much.
I'll definitely check out that cognitive typology. Check out the channel.
Cognitive typology, yes.
All right.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, brother. You have a great day, man.
A greetful from Lebanon. Bye.